Hi. Um so this is day 26 of the One Thing challenge. And I'm actually ending it here. Not the challenge per se, but I am ending the dating videos here. It's kind of unexpected. Sorry. But also this is my life. And so in a way I'm also not apologizing, okay? Also, yes, you're getting me disheveled as always. I'm not. I didn't do anything to be more presentable for the occasion, okay? But at least the mic sounds good because I hope so. I hope so. Because, okay, so today I was filming a video like every day. I had finished up yesterday's video, like edited. I just now had to publish it, but this was a little bit earlier today when I was filming today's check-in video. I was going over all the things, whether I had done my one thing, and I drew a prompt and I did the prompt and everything. And then I was about to edit it, and it turned out the mic was like faulty. The audio was, it sounded like I was a robot, and a robot speaking over old rusty speakerphones or speakers. I'm not sure how you say that. Also, I think the camera is like askew. So I was already like frustrated with how much time and energy the video making, the filming and the editing and the uploading take away from what should be my focus and what I say all the time. My focus should be, I should be studying more. I've barely done any studying so far. I was really frustrated, and then I was like, oh great, so I have to re-film this. Fantastic. And then I took some time. I was in the kitchen cooking some things, doing some meal prep, kind of, because like today I'm also not feeling like super well. I'm feeling better than yesterday. If you were watching yesterday's video, it's still going on, but it's like tamped down. Anyway, so like these days when I'm not feeling good, sometimes I just use them to do like tasks that kind of prepare me for the next days when I have to do more like actual work. And so, or like work that I need to be functioning for more. And so I did some cooking, I spent some time, I was thinking about this challenge and like how I never seem to be able to also pare down the editing of the video. Like it is pared down, to be fair. Like it's very, very low level. I still end up like spending at least an hour, or really more realistically at least an hour and a half. Add to that the filming, and then also the uploading always takes a little bit of time, like adjusting the description and everything. So I was like, really, this is not like, my first exam is in like 2.5 weeks, and after that it's like one exam after another almost, and then after that I have to write 2 papers, and those are, one is due at the middle of March, and the other one on 1st of April. So really, I can't afford to to be dilly-dallying at the moment. And so I thought about like, how can I still do the challenge, because I still want to establish this writing habit, and I want to keep some sort of writing habit going even through those intense school months. So yeah, I do want to keep the challenge going, and I still want to keep the chat going with my fellow participants in the challenge, Mateo, Leah, and Cynthia. And I still want to do the prompts as well, because I'm a little bit greedy, and I still have 6 prompts and they're always so much fun. Also, like, I do the prompt every day. The others don't always do them, but sometimes they do. And always, pretty much, when I post in the chat what the prompt is and what my answers are to the prompt, it kind of sparks an interesting conversation, and like, we learn a little bit more about each other, about our projects, or it's just a nice little chat, and I like that a lot. So I want to keep that. But I've made the executive decision that I won't do any more daily videos for the last like 6 days. So this is how it's going to look, just in case you're curious. I am going to, okay, so first of all, one thing that I've learned, and I will share in a minute the things that I've learned throughout the challenge. One thing that I've learned is, the one thing for me is not showering at night. That was too hard. The one thing really also isn't about writing like at 6 a.m., something like that, very early. I have to be a little bit more flexible. Yes, it is a really good time, don't get me wrong, and I am an early bird, but for me it is about writing first thing, pretty much first thing in the morning, which, if I have a late morning, can be later in the morning a little bit. And I do exempt from like the things that I can do beforehand is I can shower and I can eat breakfast. Those are not things that derail me from the writing. If I still do the writing first thing after those, I'm good to go. Like, no problem here. It's just when I get started on other tasks that I get off track, and then it's difficult for me, and I need more of a push, more of a forcing myself to sit down and write. I have also learned that I can actually sprint alone if I need to. Like, yes, I always prefer sprinting with other people. It's much easier and more fun, but so that is also a reason why I'm not like beholden, I suppose, if that's the right word, to writing very early in the morning. I mean, also like the regular sprint crew, like those on the other, like on the North American continent, who are writing late into the night, still they end like pretty early now. Like, it used to be at a better time for me, so we don't overlap that much anyway. There are also other times during the day when other people sprint, but those are more like, I can use those for productivity, or I can also use them for like a second writing session if I have the time, and if I'm at home. Like, especially with all of the prompts that I've done throughout the challenge, I've learned a bunch of ways as well to like get me going if it's not working. Like drawing a prompt to get the creative juices flowing. Hate that expression, but I used it anyway. Sorry. I can also also the kinds of prompts. You know how he was struggling with this with one scene, and then this one prompt about like, what is the big question of this scene and how can I heighten the suspense. I don't know that it's going to help with every scene, but just knowing that there are like certain ways of looking at a scene that can help me figure out how to make the scene work. So yeah, I think I said everything about that. I'm tempted to draw a prompt, but I already drew my prompt today, by the way. It was about what is a stroke of luck or like a genius idea, I don't remember the exact words, that your antagonist would gloat about if gloating about it wouldn't spoil their plans. I had already answered that. This is how I'm going to continue this challenge without the daily videos. I'm going to sit down to write as the first thing in the day, and I'm going to switch the order of things because of time constraints. I'm not going to start with like 30 minutes at the minimum of writing in my work in progress and then drawing the prompt and doing whatever the prompt is. But I'm going to draw the prompt first. I'm going to do the prompt and then I will see if I still have time to write in the work in progress. Is it a little bit backwards because my work in progress should be my priority? I'm not entirely sure because firstly, I want to do the prompts. Okay, they're fun. Secondly, I really value these prompts. I think they're fantastic for stretching my creative muscles, for bettering my skills as a writer. And truly, I have basically chosen as a theme for this month, according to my 2026 goals, where I like choose a theme per month. The theme for this month is prompts and exercises. I think I am okay with also, like, to me, writing lately isn't only about the works in progress and like advancing them, but it's also just about the writing practice as a thing of its own, you know? Be it short stories, poems, prompts, little drabbles, which I will do a lot of them in February. Keep losing the train of my thoughts. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to share the prompt in the chat with my fellow participants. And we're going, like, in the chat, we're going to proceed as always, but I'm just not going to do the video. And since I had planned at the end of the challenge to make a video about like what the things are that I've learned, I think I'm gonna do this right now, okay? Because yeah, after this, I'm going to log in and focus on my studying for literally for like 2.5 months. And I've also, like, speaking of monthly themes, I was like looking at my bingo board for the year and I chose like the most lightweight themes for February and March. I'm going to do in February, I'm going to do 12 poems, which I think will be easy. Like, I'm going to do Dana's Drabbles. Honestly, like, some of those Drabbles might just be poems, I guess. But also, like, truly, writing 12 poems shouldn't be a hard thing, I don't think. Because, like, in January alone, including, like, the 2 poems that were prompts in this challenge, including, like, I think I wrote, like, maybe 4 poems or something as part of the ceremony of the challenge, and then in the beginning of the month I had also written 1 poem for my mom. Like, that's like 6 poems, I think, in January without even trying. So that, I think, is going to be my theme for February. And then for March, I think I'm gonna choose morning pages because I'm going to be writing papers in March. And I don't know, just like dumping my thoughts a little bit. And maybe I won't make it like necessarily 3 pages because that might feel like it takes a lot of time, and all of those still will be the first thing in the morning thing. I just might put my work in progress on ice, honestly, until April. And I think I am okay with it. Like, if I have inspiration, if I have a pocket of time, I can still work on those works in progresses, but I'm just not putting pressure on them for the time being because I need to log in, and apparently I'm not very good at juggling different focuses, which I already knew about myself. And like in April, in the beginning of April, I'm going to be on a writing retreat. I mean, what is a better time to really lock in to the works in progress, you know? So I think that all kind of works out fine. Okay, now let me get out. I've made some notes. Let me get those out to see what I've learned throughout the challenge. Okay. Also with the prompts, I've learned to value different ways of like working on your draft and your work in progress. It doesn't always have to be drafting. Like all of these different prompts where I was like learning a lot of facets to my characters and like even some really cool ideas for the plot. Like that wouldn't have happened if I hadn't done these prompts, you know? I've also learned because of this extra stipulation of switching between the whips each week, I've also learned that I can very easily juggle two works in progress and have them like equally weighed. Like I've not had any issue with that, truly. Also, like it always adds a little bit of urgency when I know like the end of the week is coming up and I'm gonna have to switch back to the other work in progress. That means that I want to get out whatever, like, or like finish the milestone or whatever, like. So that's really working for me. Yeah, I guess I've said most things already that I've learned. I guess for like filming, I've learned that nothing can stop me from filming. Not looking disheveled, not feeling great, not a messy room, low lighting, whatever. Okay. It doesn't mean that the video is like high quality at the end, but I don't necessarily need it to be. And also like I've learned to edit quickly and dirtily, I suppose. Like keeping it really low with the expectations. But also not a completely unedited video. I haven't managed yet. It's quick, but it's not that quick either. Even if you keep it to the very, very, very minimum, it still took me at least an hour. Also, like something I need to resolve, I think, with the camera, because even when the light was good, still the resolution was like really low and bad, which is weird because in general, like this is a good phone with a good phone camera, so I'm not sure. But yeah, like this skill of like editing quickly is a really good thing for me because that was like honestly genuinely something that I wanted to learn, to be a little more low-key about videos. Like I'm really proud that I actually managed to do 25 daily videos. That's actually incredible. Like not one day did I forget to film either. Like I filmed every single day. I didn't always manage to edit and upload the video the same day, but at the very least the next day. From now on, I think you will see less of me, except for live streams. I don't have any plans for any other videos anytime soon. I guess I have also like regained my enthusiasm for YouTube and making videos. You will definitely see me around, like as I said in the live streams, and I mean, if you want to, you can binge the whole long series of, I guess, 27 videos, including this wrap up and also the intro video. It's on my channel page, also I think linked below in the description. As I said, the challenge for me isn't over, it's just the videos, and yeah, I'm really thankful for everyone who watched, everyone who commented, and also keep your eye out. I've linked them also in the description if you're not familiar with their channels. Mateo is going to do, like he has done, I think 2 videos where he did just like a batch of prompts, and he's going to do his next one. What time is it? It's Monday. Has he uploaded it already, or is the next one the next weekend? I'm not sure. Check out his channel. And Leia as well, who's also an author tube, also linked down in the description. I'm still doing the challenge with me and like giving sort of an update every week, like in general, but also including the challenge. you can definitely go watch their videos as well. We'll see each other around. I will be in some capacity in Evelyn's Discord during February, I think. You can make your pledges to me as a sponsor, so I can give you the little word counts that I will accrue every day. But sometimes maybe that's gonna make a difference, who knows. And also I'm gonna do Dana's Drabble challenge, and I'm wondering if I should like post my Drabbles in some way. But like also, girl, you need to not do a whole lot of work. So hopefully we'll see each other in some live streams soon. And that's that. And I'm gonna end the video here, and yeah. See you soon. Bye.